Okay, we're live. Hi, and welcome to Read Reviews, the podcast where we talk about a variety of books from a Marxist and Anarchist perspective. I'm joined by my co-host, Justin Clark. Thanks for joining me, Justin.
Thanks for having me, Corey. Very excited about our podcast episode tonight. I always think about how we end the season. This is our last episode of the season, and I always think about, okay, how do we end it with a bang? And I always feel very strongly that you sort of save the best for the last. And so tonight is a book I've been wanting to do since we started the show. I don't know why we haven't done it until now. I think it was mainly just because I think there were other interesting things that kept pushing it farther and farther down the queue.
Yeah, I think it's always been in the list, right?
It's always been in the list. It's always been in the list, and it ends up getting moved for other things. But so I'm finally glad that we're doing it tonight, especially because I think we're after the elections. It looks like the French government is pretty much collapsing. The German government is pretty much collapsing. And come January, the American government might be collapsing. So we look at it, we live in an era in which it feels like everything is constantly happening, but nothing changes. No one is bored, but everything is boring.
Yep, for sure.
And I like these kinds of phrases because they get to the heart of what it's like to live in the early 21st century. And to me, there's really no better guide to understanding what it's like to live in the early 21st century under capitalism than Mark Fisher.